You want to have the best time at your table every time, and you truly, as a player, want to fight a unique monster or a unique boss. Well, I got something for you. I have the thing that players are just going to love to hate and fight, and DMs are going to love to run and RP. The dreaded Karen. I seen one in the wild, and I was like, yo, this is the best monster, boss monster, mini boss, whatever you want to do. It fits every campaign, no matter what. And it can pop up at any time. Let's go, and I'm going to tell you how it works. Now, the lore of the Karen is widely known, and many people see it, but it comes up randomly. But it mostly will show up at the smiths, the taverns, coffee shops, the store, like the produce store, stuff like that, right? Or possibly in the wizards area where they're looking through books and they don't get a good deal. What's really scary about the Karen isn't the fact that it has all these spells and abilities. It's the fact if you don't do something, not just combat, but if you don't do something to stop the Karen, you lose that building, right? So, for example, they're at the smith and the Karen is there freaking out, complaining, making a huge problem out of nothing. The smith will just lose business because the Karen is there. And then the players might lose the smith, the armor. They might lose that entire building in that town. That is truly terrifying and terrible. And your players are going to be like, we must do something. They have to do something. So it's a really good random encounter. So the way I do random encounters is I roll an 8. They roll an 8, and then if we match up, it'll pop up. Now, Karens are not hard to beat at all, but they have these extra effects if they hit you. They do have legendary actions. They can cast spells with their legendary actions. So if they hit you at all with a cantrip or any melee attack, you are infected with Stupefy, which gives you disadvantage on everything. Your saving throws, your attacks, melee, ranged, all that stuff. So it's rare that they do hit, but on the off chance that they do, you are going to have a bad day, because what will happen is, since they have a legendary action, they could cast a fireball spell or lightning or something at anybody. And I just think this is very Karen, right? You're infected with this Stupefy. You just can't grasp the nagging and this non-common sense that's in front of you, and you being hit just jumbles you up. And it is an intelligence saving throw, maybe intelligence 10 or 12, just to make it challenging. No Karen is complete without a yes man companion, and I think the imp is a perfect fit. Karen does not have legendary resistance. The imp can negate, and I do mean anything, one time per round. It'll have a low HP, it won't be hard to hit, but the whole thing is you should take out the imp first, because the imp can take away spells or even negate critical hits. I mean, it's really up to that. And it can always give the help action within 10 feet, as it just hypes up and speaks complete nonsense, empowering Karen. You could give Karen possibly a D4 buff to whatever it is using. So I think that's really cool. And you have a 2 boss mechanic. So let me know what you think about that. But now let's go down into what makes Karen really deadly. The nagging ability. Oh my god. Let me tell you about the nagging ability. It's kind of like an aura, okay? So within a 30-foot reach, it could be bigger, really. I mean, however loud Karen wants to be is how far it will go. Maybe it'll build up. Maybe it'll go 30 feet and then reach 20 feet every round. But what happens is, it is hard to concentrate. Everyone who is trying to concentrate gets disadvantage from this. So your spellcasters are really going to have a hard time, because they're like, oh, I cast this. Well, you're going to roll a disadvantage. They're like, why? I'm like, because they can't stop hearing the nagging, the constant talking of the Karen. And this is a passive thing. It just happens. It's not an action. It's not a legendary anything. It's not a lair. It's just happening. Oh my god, how miserable is that? Now, if you really want to put on the pressure, nothing could be worse of one Karen. No, throw that out the window. The true terror of the universe is a gaggle of Karens. And you can mix and match this however you want, but that would just, it would ruin a town. It's like an infection, right? And you must cleanse this infection upon the land. And I just think this is a very funny thing. And I think it's very relatable to players and DMs. So if you have a Karen in there, RP that. Are you mean to tell me that I can't use this coupon right now? This coupon says it's good for today. Ma'am, it expires today. No, it doesn't expire today. Just throw that out there and just make it ridiculous as possible for the DM. Your players are going to love this, but they should also fear it. Let me know if you guys use this. I couldn't resist making this. I was eager to make this. Hopefully you guys like this video. It's something that was on my mind actually over the entire week. I don't know if this video is going to get a whole bunch of views or if anyone's really going to use it. It's just, I really wanted to make this just because I think we all understand what a Karen is. And I feel like in the fantasy world, they would be there. They would be not abundant, but they would still be there. And it's very funny for both sides of the players and the DM, because the DM could RP this any kind of way. It's hysterical. It would definitely lighten up the mood, but it's pretty realistic because they can pop up anywhere. Karen in the wild is just wild. So I don't know. I just hope you guys like the video. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link is down below. Arts, tokens, maps, all that good stuff. I help you with story writing. I work for you. You can also go over to Etsy where you can buy the tokens and maps. If you don't want to do Patreon, I also have a Rumble affiliate link. So if you make a Rumble account, I get something for that. Rumble is just, it's the competitor for YouTube if you don't know, and it has less censoring, so you can make better stuff. But yeah, just hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you next time.